Chiefs fans are super upset right now. Weak spots on the team keep popping up, and they need fixes fast. Add in 6 players getting hurt in last night's tough loss, and big changes might slam into several spots on the roster. I have to dive into that mess. Plus, amazing players stepped up, and one punt return shocked me like never before. It exploded for a touchdown. But wait, what about those injuries? Hang on. Another preseason game wrapped up. The Chiefs lost, but who really cares? It packed awesome highlights, some good, some bad, and real worries that sting. But with such tiny game time for some guys, it's hard to freak out too much either way. First, let's set the scene for this wild game. The Seahawks crushed the Chiefs' defense on runs. Early on, they averaged almost 10 yards per rush. Run after run hammered us. The defensive line, almost all starters played except Chris Jones, the king of sacks. So yeah, I watched the start thinking, oh no, this hurts bad. But hold up, key defenders sat out, ones who crush runs hard. Linebackers Nick Bolton and Drew Tranquill stayed on the bench. Cornerbacks Jalen Watson, Christian Fulton, and Trent McDuffie didn't play one snap. Teams like the Chiefs keep plans simple in preseason, which didn't help at all. Linebackers like Bolton, who bosses the defense and calls plays, and Tranquill would stop runs cold. So don't panic too much about the run defense. Yet. I'm not letting it off easy. It looked awful and embarrassing sometimes. The Seahawks ran so strong that their quarterbacks threw just 21 passes total, but rushed almost 50 times. That killed chances for Chiefs pass rushers to shine. They got only 7 pressures. At first I thought, yikes, terrible. But with so few throws, it makes sense. Still, I craved more fire from anyone early on. Chris Jones was out, and the line needs him, but any spark would thrill me, and it didn't come. The massive worry. A crazy wave of injuries crashed down. That's why smart Andy Reid rested top stars. Turf plus rain equals danger zone. By game's end, cornerback Nazeeh Johnson got ruled out with a shoulder hurt. Linebacker Jack Cochran tweaked his knee bad. Defensive end Felix Anudike-Uzomah pulled his hamstring. He walked off alone but needed 2 trainers to hobble to the locker room. No weight on that leg. Safety Mike Edwards hamstrung too. Defensive tackle Neil Farrell Jr. re-hurt his ankle from camp start. And cornerback Nick Jones got a concussion. 6 hurts, all defense. Least scary, Nick Jones, out of protocol soon, and Farrell, who came back to play his snaps. Others. We wait for scans, per Andy Reid. Nazeeh flashed big before leaving, perfect pass breakup in the end zone, then Brian Cook nearly grabbed a pick for turnover. After Nazeeh left, fans pushed for Joshua Williams, saying he's better. But he got beat deep for a touchdown. By end, Joshua had the worst coverage score among backs. Nazeeh had the best. Last week. Flip-flop. Coaches Dave Merritt and Steve Spagnuolo demand steady play every day from backups. So Nazeeh stays top depth after McDuffie, Watson, Fulton. Nick Jones climbs too, but penalties and 3 catches allowed before his concussion hurt. Mike Edwards looked solid at safety sometimes, but his hamstring thins the group. With Dion Bush out for season from Achilles tear, if Edwards' hurt lingers, grab a vet free agent. Good ones wait. The room with Shamari Connor, Brian Cook, Jaden Hicks, and Tyree Gillespie feels okay, but one more injury? Pure terror. Jack Cochran's knee. Hate it. He started at middle linebacker, backs up Bolton or Tranquill, and rocked special teams last year with tons of snaps. Underrated hero. Felix's hamstring looks worst. Can't walk alone. Bummer for the first-round pick who struggled. He sat 3rd behind George Karlaftis, needed huge preseason. Hope all hurts stay minor, or depth crumbles in groups, a total disaster. Before offense, shout to rookie linebacker Leo Chenal. 5th-round pick blew up runs with sharp eyes, wrecking plays. Back-to-back weeks of fire. Best rookie defender hands down. Now offense. Good stuff mixed with ugly worries. Preseason half done means real NFL blast soon. Offensive line. All starters except Jawan Taylor. Wanya Morris at right tackle, Trey Smith right guard, Creed Humphrey center, Kingsley Swamatia left guard, Joe Thuney. Wait, no, Thuney out, so Kingsley there. Jawan Simmons. Wait, Joe Thuney sat? Script mix-up, but line held with backups. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce sat, smart on turf after injuries. Wanya Morris thrilled me most in 10 snaps. Solid right tackle, great swing guy. Missed one run block, but crushed rest. Jawan Simmons, good 2-1 pass block loss, got knocked down, but held long enough for Creed to help. Won most pass fights, but lost 2 run blocks bad, fixable. Kingsley Swamataya, most scary. Strong in runs with power, but lost 2 to 3 pass blocks in 10 snaps, quick fails, killed a third down. In 2 games, 3 bad losses in 12 pass reps, 25% fail rate. Like Chris Jones' win rate. Seth Kaiser from KCSN says it's a huge problem, kills drives. Small sample, but from top guard Thuney to newbie Kingsley at guard? Growing pains hurt. Hope he shines next week with starters, including Mahomes. Reps build him, but left guard nerves me. Between him and Hunter Nerzad, not sold long-term. Add vet lineman soon if more losses. Standouts. Gardner Minshew rocked, 7 for 9, 70 yards, TD. Better backup than Blaine Gabbert last year. Way better. Linked with tight end Noah Gray twice. Wait, script says Robert Tonyan? Tonyan caught 5 for 41, TD, broke route free for score. Led receivers 2 weeks straight, make roster, even 4 tight ends, with Irv Smith Jr. hurt. 2 catches from Chris Oladikan, in before Ian Book, earned it. Mobile fun, sidearm throw like Mahomes. Wow. Wideouts heated up with Rashee Rice suspension news. But what happens next? Tease, NFL wanted 10 games, Rice camp pushed 4. Too far apart, so arbitrator hearing September 30th. No rig, NFL harsh like on others. Might settle early, suspension mid-season? Guess 6 games, but mystery builds. Running backs. Highlight, Deneric Prince, wait, Brashard? Script, Isaiah Spiller? No, Clyde Edwards-Helaire sat? Wait, Isaiah Pacheco grabbed 22-yard catch, speed back. Expected. But Brashard Smith exploded, spin move run for first down, prevented loss. Kareem Hunt sat with quad bruise. Order, Pacheco, then fullback Carson Steele, Elijah Mitchell, then Brashard. Brashard most explosive, even over Pacheco? 7.3 yards per carry versus Mitchell's 2.3. 2 catches, 16 yards. Stock skyrockets. Mitchell. Want more? Runs not as bad as stats, no chance on safety. Both faster than Steele, who failed 4th, and 1 dive. Hot take, less Steele next week, more Mitchell/Smith. Brashard weak on returns, 19-yard kick, muffed punt, out of bounds. Sky Moore. Dropped kickoff, 2 easy passes, bewildered. Thought roster gone. But 88-yard punt TD return. Shocked soul. Jalen Watson 50-yard kick returned second best. Happy for Sky, but still off roster? Especially Rice starts free. Thornton Locke, great catch spin for first, early snaps like Juju, Mecole Hardman. Jason Bean late snaps out. Mecole makes as returner, over Sky. Catches passes too. No one else shines on punts. Room, Rice, Xavier Worthy, Marquise Brown, Juju, Mecole, Thornton, Hardman as 7 return depth. What do you think? Who's rising huge? Biggest fears? Wideouts shaping how? Drop thoughts in comments. Let's go Chiefs!